Of course, I have many goals for 2024. It's actually going to be a very big year for Sabrina and I, and it's okay to have more goals, but like I said, I'm only sharing 3. Here are the most important ones for me to achieve in 2024. I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable with you guys when I do this. Anthony Robbins has a quote: "New year equals a new life. Decide what you're going to give, how you will be, and what you're going to do in the new year." In this video, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions, while they're so important, and how setting goals for yourself is the key to making 2024 a great year. We're going to talk about what goals are, what is goal setting, what are great strategies to achieve your goal, and share a little bit about our goals in 2024. Let's get right into the video.
And here are some key words that we're going to use throughout the video. A New Year's resolution is a commitment that a person sets for themselves in the beginning of the year. So think of that as a clean slate. And a goal is a desired outcome. And this could be in a financial, personal, or physical element of your life. What I love to say is that preparation is the expectation that something's going to happen. So that leads us to goal setting. Goal setting is the process of identifying that desired outcome or your goal and then putting a process in place for that. So right now in this video, we're gonna go over data of why it's important to set goals.
Number 1, having goals and having New Year's resolutions gives you direct focus. According to a study conducted by the Dominican University of California, you can look this up, individuals who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them compared to those who did not write down any goals. Even Grant Cardone has a saying: write your goals down every single day because it gives you direction.
Another study published by the Journal of Applied Psychology shared that clear goals help with task performance and productivity. Having clear goals gives you an idea of the focus you need to have to achieve them.
And lastly, increase satisfaction and well-being. The British Journal of Health and Psychology reports that individuals who set and achieve goals experience higher levels of well-being. There's a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction and improved mental health that comes with setting goals. See, this video is important because every single year, Sabrina and I are always setting New Year's resolutions to kick off the new year. Right now, even though it's January in Miami, it rains instead of snows. So me and Sabrina want to share with you our personal experiences with goal setting, but first, let's find somewhere dry to go film it. So Sabrina, how has having New Year's resolutions helped you in your life? Has setting goals at the beginning of the year been an advantage to you?
I would say I enjoy setting goals because it increases my confidence and also my self-awareness. Being able to line out my personal interests and how I want to grow in those interests is really important to me and just like my personal development. And it's always encouraging when you put something to paper and then you accomplish it. So I say that's very important just to line out my growth as a person and in areas in life that are important to me.
How was your experience like setting goals in 2023 and then now being the start of 2024? What's that been like?
Oh yeah, it's been really neat. And I have a very specific example with that. Since I write down my goals in my journal, one thing that I accomplished this year was getting my purple belt. And doing that, immediately I thought about the time I wrote down my goals in the previous year and just having that as like a reference point of like, hey, this is a focus I want to achieve in the next year, and then it happening, it just gives me confidence again, knowing that that was something that I personally wanted to see within myself, and then it's coming into life.
In preparation for this video, here is what we learned and wrote down about goal setting. Goals are only possible once you have developed a strategy to complete them. Popular strategies to achieve your goals are frameworks such as SMART goals or FAST goals. For more information about this, check out the links we put in the description of this video.
And when it comes to achieving goals, this is what we think are the best ways to do so. One, you want to define that goal. Next, you want to take that big overarching goal and break it up into very small pieces. Look at those as like your action points to now fill the bigger picture. Next, you want to create like a time set or deadline if you're looking for a goal to be finished at an expected time, like month or a quarter or the next year. And then after that, you want to just have accountability to stay focused, but then also remain adaptable. Call up a friend, a family member, or your loved one. They'll help you stay on track. And then lastly, celebrate yourself. You know, like goals are meant to be fun. Don't stress out if you feel as though you're not making the progress that you think you're not making at a designated time, because again, it's a bigger picture. The small actions count.
Let's write out 5 goals that we have for 2024.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so now we want to share our goals with you guys in 2024 after just writing them down, and we want to share our plan on how we will achieve our goals. So me and Shabina just wrote down a whole bunch of goals. I wrote down 6, I think you wrote down 10.
You first.
Okay, but we can only share 3. Okay, so you have to cross them off. Only share 3. Of course, you can have more goals. You can have as many goals as you want. But for the purpose of this video, we're only going to share 3 to really focus down and commit ourselves to achieving the goal that we have. So, who wants to share first?
You first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Of course, I have many goals for 2024. It's actually going to be a very big year for Shabina and I. And it's okay to have more goals, but like I said, I'm only sharing 3. Here are the most important.
Spare you some time.
Yeah, spare you some time. Here are the most important ones for me to achieve in 2024. I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable with you guys when I do this. My first goal that I'm excited for is getting married. That is a goal.
Oh,
we haven't gotten married yet, but we have everything set up to do so. We are planning ahead of time. We have markers and things that we need to accomplish before our wedding date, and of course we need to show up. We actually need to go ahead and do the thing. So one of my goals for 2024, and a big goal of mine, is to be your husband, which I'm excited for.
I'm gonna be your wife.
You're my wife.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. My second big goal is to finish my associate's degree. So it's taken me almost 8 years to finish my associate's degree. I got out of high school in 2015. It's 2024 now, and so I'm scheduled to finish my associate's degree this year, and so that's a big goal of mine. Like I said, I have the classes planned, I have everything scheduled. Now I need to make sure I do the homework, I do the tests, and I get that completed.
Yeah, I guess like something I want to add to that point, like it's taken you 8 years to achieve getting your associate's degree, but don't let that discourage you. I think what's going to be very important is that you finished it.
Yeah.
And then that, so for anyone out there that's like, oh, I had this goal for 8 years, it hasn't happened yet, but just focus on getting it done. And I guarantee you, all the 8 years would be worth it. And
my last personal goal of 2024, which is being very vulnerable sharing this, is to actually take a break from weed for 1 year. I've been smoking weed for a long time, and I really want to, especially first year being married, I want to pour into God's word and praying more and reading the Bible. And even though that's a different goal than specifically quitting marijuana, but just taking a break for 1 year, proving to myself that I can do it, would be a massive goal for me.
I'm proud of you, and you got this.
So what are your goals for 2024?
So I haven't narrowed mine down. I've gotten the flow. I had like 10. So the 3 I'm gonna share with you today. I want to travel to 3 different countries next year. I think that Martino and I have been working very hard these past few years, and that one way that we love to kind of celebrate and enjoy our time together is traveling. So I think that would be a great time to kind of just celebrate all the hard work we've done these past few years. So for us to accomplish that goal, we're setting out times throughout the year to travel, focusing on where we want to travel or spend our time throughout the year. So that's how we're going to accomplish that. Hopefully we get to 3.
3 new countries?
3 new countries.
3 new countries.
Yes.
What do you have in mind?
Well, 3 new
countries.
I mean, I would love to go to Portugal. You've been to Brazil, so I guess in a sense, traveling to Brazil for a friend's wedding, that would be a new country for me to check off my list. And another country in South America while we're there, because why not? So that's one goal. Another goal I have is to be able to do 5 quality pull-ups without using resistance bands. I got very specific with that one, so that would hold me accountable for like my training to accomplish that goal. Training more upper body, more resistance, and also having a trusty fitness partner to help me achieve that goal. Then the last one I have is to collaborate with 2 different brands that fit our lifestyle. I just think that growing our channel has been super important to me this past 3 years, and I would say being able to collaborate with other brands or even other content creators would help us kind of stream along the vision that we have for our channel, not just for next year, but just beyond that. So I would say like kind of tapping into those skills of going to networking events or collaborating online will help us achieve that goal.
And now that we have created our goals, just as you will create your goals after watching this video, is setting aside time to really plan and goal set. Make sure we're either using the SMART goals method or the FAST goal method, whatever method works for planning and achieving your goals, but making a tangible way of actually achieving them.
And don't take our words for face value. We were inspired by ancient wisdom for why it's important to have plans for the goals in your life.
So we actually want to share some word from the Bible, not to be all churchy, but we think this is super relevant around goal setting and planning. See, in this part of the text, everybody who is following Jesus is just doing so because it's cool, because it was a fad, it was what was going on at the time. And Jesus noticed this and actually wanted to talk to people about actually what it's like following him and not just doing something because it's cool, aka not just making goals because it's fun. It is fun making goals, but having a way to achieve your goals. This is what Jesus says in Luke 14:28. For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all those who see it will begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Are you setting goals that you're not able to plan and set for? The worst thing is to have a big vision for 2024 and then get to the end of it not having achieved anything. And I don't want that for you. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Setting New Year's resolutions is super important for Sabrina and I. We do it every single year, literally since 2018. I've been making New Year's resolutions and setting goals. We want to make this video to encourage you to go ahead and to move into 2024 in the best way possible.
Yeah, set yourself up for success. At least there's no harm in taking time with yourself to plan out what you want to achieve for yourself in the year to come. How I look at it is that when you want to set a target, you don't shoot blindly. You have an idea of where you want to aim, and there's no harm again just taking the time to write out your goals and then also put an action behind what you're going to do for your life. So thank you again for watching this video.
Happy New Year's, and remember to like and subscribe, and remember there's always more beyond the beach.